Hi everybody and welcome back to Beetlenees Plays. So I'm back on Transport Fever 2 and I'm going to carry on where we left off a couple of weeks ago now, and I basically did an introduction video to the game. It is new to me, and I also wanted to talk about in the last video the fact that it's coming out on consoles in February this year, so just another month or so to go if anybody is interested in it. So check it out. And like I say, it is new to me because I'm playing this on Geforce Now, and we did the mining miracle in the last video. If you want to check that out, then take a look at my channel, and while we're talking about that, please subscribe if you can. I am looking for new subscribers all the time. It is really appreciated if you do subscribe and give the video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it. So without further ado, let's get on. We're going to do this coffee and colonialism mission actually, so it's chapter 1 and mission 2, so let's get started. I hope I can remember how to play it.
The Dutch East Indies. Surely the most exemplary colonial empire under the sun. With luscious fruits and cheap labour in abundance. You act on behalf of the colonial administration. A gifted talent in the art of engineering, you have been appointed to modernise the local transport sector. Complete this task to the satisfaction of the Crown. If you do, even the post as governor might be in store for you. Transport is a much sought-after service on this scarcely civilised island. Eating draft animals, such as oxen, is punishable by law. That's why the colonial administration has commissioned you to build a railroad so that the plantation business prospers. The delicious coffee is supposed to be transported from the fertile hinterlands to the facility near town for processing. Anyone set on building wisely and cheaply avoids unnecessary slopes. Perform the necessary surveying work.
Okay, has he finished chatting? I think he has. So, activating the height layer. So, anyone set on building wisely and cheaply avoids unnecessary slopes. Perform the necessary surveying work. So, activate the contour lines overlay in order to be able to estimate how the terrain is laid out for building tracks and roads. So, that's highlighting that up there. So, we'll click on that, and it's highlighting that one there.
Build a route from a thriving plantation across treacherous terrain to the processing factory where the coffee fruit is husked.
So obviously looking at that, we can see the contour lines kind of down here and around the top of that small hill there. So, and this looks like the area we have to build in. So what's it saying? We need to build a cargo station in the highlighted area next to the factory and complete the track coffee plantation. So build a cargo station in the highlighted area next to the factory and complete the tracks coffee plantation. It doesn't really make sense. That is, it's a little bit peculiar, sort of weird grammar, that, isn't it? But anyway. So anyway, it's highlighting this down here. So train station can be built to transport people and goods by rail. So let's click on that, and we need to click on buildings and build. Yeah, so we're building a station. Factory to coffee plantation. Where's a coffee plantation? There's a coffee plantation. So I'm assuming we need a station connecting onto that, so I'm going to choose a terminus because it looks like that's the end of the line actually, that. So swizzle that around and we make sure that in fact, let's get rid of this overlay so we can see what we're doing properly, because I want to try and make sure that we've got that highlighted in in white, so that we can make sure that it's connected. There we go. So, but whereabouts are we heading here though? This is what I'm assuming we're going right. Okay, so that's the railway line there, isn't it? Right, okay. And then over to the right then is... Let me just get rid of that station. Yeah, that's the coffee plantation. So factory, yep, is there, and yeah, okay, right. So it's it's this line here then, isn't it? So that's a terminus there, and I'm just wondering if there's anywhere else that it may want us to go to. But see, there's a road going down to Surabaya down here. So I would say that a terminus station is going to be okay for this particular part. So let's choose that terminus again. And like I say, we need to make sure that it highlights the factory, which it does. We'll put that there. Okay. And I'm assuming we need to connect the tracks then to the current tracks that are on the map already. So we need that and tracks, and we will run that to there, and then to there, and connect it onto there.
A depot is needed.
A depot, or as we would call it in the UK, a depot. So build a depot in the highlighted area and connect it to the tracks. So we've got to build a depot in this highlighted area. So I think I will, what if I could fit it in here? And of course with this game, from what I've gathered up to now, we're trying to get the cheapest kind of build that we can. It doesn't want to be too expensive. Is that the right way around? So we can just place it there. And I want it to be able to go both ways if possible. We'll plonk it there. Because I want to be able to connect it both ways. Because I'm thinking that that's probably the easiest way to do it. Because then the train can come out of the depot. Let's just have an overview of that. Ah, I've not actually done that right, have I? Let's get rid of that. Let's try that again. Wrong one. There we go. That's better. Okay, and we'll do the same the other way.
Train, including locomotive and freight cars.
Well, I will do in a minute. I just want to do this. It's taken me off it again, hasn't it? Okay. And yes, so by train with 4 freight cars with which can transport coffee fruit. Okay, so click on that then. Oops, get rid of that. And we click on the depot, buy a vehicle, and we will just go for this first one for the time being. So that's that, and we want some wagons that can carry them, is what I'm presuming. What's that one? That's sugar, right? Yeah, it's that one we want. So we want 4 of them.
The coffee fruit can now be brought from the plantations on its way to further processing.
Okay, so create a route for the train and deliver coffee fruit to the factory. So we need 2. Yes, okay, I'm coming. New line. And I'm just wondering whether it's worth getting into naming these lines. We'll just call it coffee line for now, I think, and see how we go with it. In fact, we'll put in there TR for train as well. And it's coffee, so we'll have it as a sort of browny colour, ready browny colour, that'll do us. And that is going between there, isn't it? And there. Okay, so that's created the line. And then we need to assign the train to that line, don't we? There we go. And there we are. That should sort it. All being well. Ah, we're on pause. It's paused it. I thought something was wrong. Let's get it on fast forward. Let's see what happens. So the train is down at the station. Has it picked anything up? Can't click on it. It's moving too fast. There we go. No, there's no coffee on it yet. So what's actually happening? Is that some building up on the platform there? Ah, there's no production, is there? So, right, we've set up the line, so where's the issue then? Because I can't see any being left on the station. The train's coming back. Ah, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Have I got this the wrong way around? Ah, sorry. Yeah, we're going the wrong way, aren't we? Silly me. Silly me. So it's going from the plantation to the factory. I'm looking at it the other way. Yeah, okay. So ideally, the train ought to have come out that way, didn't it? But anyway. Yeah, so if we look
What
over
a
there,
superb railway.
that is
It
producing.
provides the local plantation leaseholders with truly valuable services. Still fresh from the fields, the fruit quickly reaches the factory. From there, the colony's delightful coffee must be brought to the warehouses and offices in the port for export. That shouldn't be left up to the local labourers, no way. Too easygoing, too inefficient, too unreliable. Specially built stations are called for, so that the first-rate coffee makes it into town undamaged. If need be, stations that can be guarded against plundering hordes.
So we need to build a truck stop then in the highlighted areas at the factory and in the commercial area of the town. So, right, okay, these are the 2 highlighted areas. So, truck stop. So, we need that one and that one and that one. And it needs to be turned round. That's highlighted that, so that should be, it must be connected to a road. I thought it was looking like it was connected to a road, is it not? Oh, that's better. Okay, just need to be a bit closer in. Okay, that's that one. And it looks like we're going to have to demolish some property down here, doesn't it? Can we minimise the damage? It's going to cost a fair old whack, that. I know it doesn't matter in these early stages, but it does later on. But we've got to do it in that highlighted area, so we haven't really got a choice. I'll just try and minimise it as much as I can. 431. It's about 431, isn't it? Which is the, well, 430. Let's just go for that. That'll do.
Ready to go.
Okay.
Nothing stands in the way of speedy transportation to the local seaport anymore.
So we need to establish
Send the
a route.
freight cars of coffee on their way.
So we need a route between there and there. Oh no, done that wrong. Let's get rid of those. It's a new line we want. Forgot about that. We'll keep this one as orange. So yeah, we need that one to Surabaya. Okay. Allocate at least 4 appropriate vehicles to the route. Okay, so yeah, you see now it's not telling us to build a depot, is it? It's kind of gradually leaving off, holding our hand somewhat. So it's up to us to start getting our thinking caps on a little bit more. So created the route anyway. What we want is a depot. So it's a road depot, isn't it? Sorry, no, yeah, that's right, depot. Oh, no, don't want that one. Road depot, that's it. So we will stick the road depot somewhere around here. And we'll have it up this end because the coffee is going to be coming from the factory to Surabaya. So it's a bit less travelling for them to go. So let's put that there. And then we need to buy, don't need that, do I? We need to buy 4 appropriate vehicles. So having a look in here, stagecoach, what's that, a L'Obéissant? Excuse my pronunciation, that carries coffee beans. What's that one carry? That carries the same, that carries the same. We'll just go for these. Let's get 4 of those. So we want 4. And we need to assign them to that one.
The factory now finds itself
While
in
we're
a
at it, we'll
laudable
rename
position
that.
by sending processed coffee into town. To experience considerable growth, its products have to reach a clientele with money to spend.
Wait until the horses and carts have delivered the coffee beans to Surabaya. Okay. So they're not actually transporting anything at the moment, though, are they? So have we got this right? I always wonder whether we've actually set it up correctly. Because there's one or two things in the chain of events that you've got to get right. And digested driver, what's that? Oh, that's a bonus task. Now, what I'm not going to do is do bonus tasks in these playthroughs, because I just want to get through the missions, really, or a number of them, and then I want to have a go at doing a map from scratch, basically, rather than just going through the missions, because there are other videos out there that cover this kind of thing. So have they got... Yes, they're bringing the coffee now. Okay, that's got 4 out of 4.
Thanks to your reliable deliveries, the factory is working far above par. Although it would certainly be capable of processing much more, virtually colossal capacities of coffee. You should weigh the idea of increasing the transport volume, because coffee from the colony is a commodity in great demand in parlours and salons on the continent. One train isn't enough to adequately supply the factory with coffee fruit. A passing siding is needed so that a second train can use the line.
Okay, so connect the first and the second highlighted ends of the track to build a passing loop. Okay, so back to the train line then, which is over here. And where's this passing loop? I think I saw it earlier on, actually. Yes, just here, isn't it? So we need to get our train and pick the track, and we're basically going from there to there, I presume.
The trains should wait for each other on the passing siding. This requires placing signals.
Okay, so place signals in the blue and green zones. Now, they'll be driving on the right in this particular area of the world, I would imagine. So, yeah, and it's actually, yeah, because if you look, it's actually put the circles on the correct side, hasn't it? Because the train will come in from this end onto this right track and then stop here if there's a train coming the other way. Okay, so we want signals, and that needs to be placed there. The arrow, the white arrow, is indicating the direction, which is good. And then the same up here, and that wants to be that way. That's it. Okay.
If the plant is to be used to its fullest capacity, another complete train is needed.
So acquire a second train with 4 freight cars which can transport coffee fruit and allocate to the route. So we need the depot again. So there's another, yes, so same train, isn't it? So buy vehicles, one of those, and 4 of those. And assign that to train coffee.
Wherever coffee production thrives, business and prosperity flourish too. Thanks to the railroad, the port town of Surabaya has become a lively trading centre for countless goods and services. All kinds of people from all corners of the island want to do profitable business here. And that's why the Colonial Administration has commissioned you with setting up a passenger line from Semarang to Surabaya. Time to build a line which will soon link the key trading hubs in eastern Java.
So from Surabaya, which is there, to... Okay, right. So connect... Yeah, so we've got to do a passenger railway now then. So... I mean, it's looking... pretty... Oh no, it's not looking flat there, is it? Because let's just get the contour overlay on. Yeah, that's a big hill, isn't it? So I reckon... Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it round the coast way, I think, and that'll be a nice coastal route. And then we're straight onto here, aren't we, really? And let's get rid of that once more. So again, because the train line is not really going anywhere after Surabaya or after, what was this, Semarang? I don't think anyway, unless it loops round. I'm going to gamble. I don't know. I'm going to gamble and just put 2 terminus stations down. So into their buildings. No, passenger we want, don't we? Passenger terminus station, that's it. Now, the other thing what we need to do, I think, if I remember correctly, is there a... Yeah, so we want it in the residential area to pick up the residents. So it needs to be at this top end somewhere. So if we place that... there. Could put it on the end of that road, really, couldn't we? Oops, that's what I've done. I've got rid of it. Let's get it again. Let's just zoom out. Which direction are we going in here? Oh, we wanted to go round there, though, didn't we? Okay, well let's do it that way. Let's do it that way on. Okay. And then we need to move across to here. And again, we want the green area for residents. Have we made a mistake there? Perhaps we ought to have gone a bit higher up, I don't know. Or can we come down here? I think that's getting them, isn't it? I'm not worried too much about cost at this stage. Let's just get it in. Ha! I've got... I know. I've got a mess. I thought there's a dirty great big hill here. That's no good, is it? Let's get rid of that again. Oh dear. Let's get rid of that. Where are we going to go with this? We're going to have to come from round here, aren't we? So I don't really want to be cutting through here. This is the only issue. Let's just get... I know where the residential area is. Let's just get rid of that for now. Because I personally find it a bit more awkward to see what I'm doing with that up. So let's get that. It's this area here we need to highlight. So let's... Tell you what, let's put it somewhere around there. Just for now. As I said, I'm not too worried about planning at the moment. I've pressed the wrong button again. I keep pressing B on my keyboard for some strange reason. No, so that's showing a collision with the road then. Okay. Yeah, it's not allowing me to build it round there, is it? What I don't want to do is, I don't want to put it any further away because it's going to, I'm going to have to set up a road transport thing then, which I don't really want to have to do, a road transport network. Which I don't really want to do. So I don't know. Is that highlight? That's highlighting the residents there, though, isn't it? I'm going to stick it in. If I can get it in there, yeah, I'm going to go for that. It's going to go there. Right. That should be fine. And then I want track. And we said we were going to go round here, didn't we? So let's get onto that. Bring that to there. Just along the tree line. onto there.
The railroad has been completed. Curiosity runs high. Time will tell if passenger transportation really is a venture that's worthwhile.
So we now need to transport at least 25 people between Surabaya and Semarang. So, okay. So we now need to put... a depot down, don't we? So I'm going to put my depot just up here, I think. Twizzle it round a bit. We'll just have it going the one way this time. So we'll put it there. And then get our tracks and connect that to there. And now we need to buy, just close that. Need to buy, just need to transport people. It doesn't say what to get, does it? So we just get what we like, I presume. Let's go for this one this time. So we'll go for that. And now we want some passenger, which is just that, as it happens. And we'll get, what do they carry? They carry 8, 16, 24, 32. Well, yeah, that'll be fine, won't it? We need to carry 25, was it? So let's just go for them. And we need to create a line. So the line goes between... New line goes between there and there. And again, we'll just leave it at red for now, but we will rename it train passenger. Okay, and then back to vehicles and choose. We really ought to rename the trains as well, otherwise we'll get confused with train 1, 2 and 3, etc. But I think it's that one anyway, isn't it? Yeah, because it says it's in the depot, so it must be that one. And we assign that to the passenger line. Okay. So we should see our train coming out, which it is. That's good. Now I'm hoping that the passengers see that there's a route. Can't see any passengers there at the moment. No, it's carrying no passengers. Oh, there's some coming in now though. It obviously takes a while for the people to realise that there's a route there, doesn't it? Let's go to the other end and see if there's any waiting at this one. Oh yeah, I think there are some.
Huh?
Sophia Thomas. Oh, there's some more coming in as well, I think. Yep. How many's on there? Oh, just the one. Oh no, wait a minute. No. That wasn't the train, was it? Ah, there's 5. Carrying 5 people. That's good. Who else is waiting at this one? We'll keep clicked on the train so that we can see what's happening. So yeah, that's carried 5 there. There's only 1 got on from that end though, which is a tad disappointing. Who have we got at this one? There's still not a lot of people waiting, are there? I thought there would have been a few more than that. We've got another 5 on though, so it's gradually getting there. So what sort of bonus tasks have we got here?
No. Lucas, the capable engineer on your locomotive, seems to have vanished from the face of the Earth. Or anywhere else for that matter. Time to find a stand-in. Right away. Would one of the natives be able to meet this difficult challenge?
Yeah, okay, I mean, I'm going to decline it. As I said before, there are some interesting bonus tasks, but I just want to really get through these tutorials. Oh, task complete. Right, okay. Well, it was hardly completed, I didn't do anything. But anyway. Yeah, I just want to basically get through the tutorials for you, really, without messing about too much, and then see how we can get on with a kind of a free play map, as it were. But how's our train? We've slowly delivered 6 people. Why? We've got enough room for 32. More people need to be transported here. There's hardly anybody waiting. But it is connected to the residential areas, so... Oh! Got a few more there. So that's 17. That's good. So it shouldn't be too long now before... Let's just have a look around the rest of the map, see what else there is. So there's a sugarcane plantation there. So that looks like it may be something that we need to do at some point soon. I'm just wondering whether we might have to sugar and coffee. They don't really go together though, those, do they? So it might be sugar to the town of Semarang though. Oh, well, 1 off, look. We've carried 24 out of 25. Just need 1 more passenger and we've cracked it. Come on, come on, come on! Oh, come on! How many times speed is that? 4 times. We could do with a faster one, really, couldn't we? Could do with an 8 times or something.
It's rumbling in the island's interior. The mighty volcano Merapi threatens to erupt. A phenomenon like this wasn't reckoned with while planning the route. The natives claim that someone has probably angered one of their gods. Whatever the case, if the precious coffee fruit is supposed to be transported by rail in the future too, then it's imperative that something be done. It seems worthwhile to remove the infrastructure, if it's not supposed to be buried under ashes and lava.
Okay, so what we need to do is send the trains to the depot and remove the stop at the coffee plantation from the route. So that is... let's just get this running again. Okay, so up to the coffee plantation we want, don't we? So we're removing... Oh, we need to send the stations to the depot first, don't we? So how do we do that? No, it's not going to be under that, won't it? So we need to send those to... Not that one. Back to Right, it's that one, isn't it? There we go. Okay, let's just speed that up. So hopefully they should go back to the depot. Let's just see if they do. Yeah, that one has. And now that one is as well. The signals were working as well. So that's good. So they're going back there. Okay, so now we need to, what's it say? Demolish, remove the stop at the coffee plantation from the route. Okay. So, get that and demolish that. That is the plantation, isn't it? Let's just get this right. Yes, it is. So my dog's barking again. Always likes to bark when I'm recording. So, let's demolish that.
To enable coffee production to continue making progress in future, the route ought to be relocated to an area where it can be assumed that the expected eruptions will leave it intact.
So remove the station and tracks from the damage zone of the volcano and rebuild both outside of this area. Alright, okay. So all what we did before was a waste of time then. So, what I'm assuming we're going to have to do then is... So remove the station and tracks from the damage zone of the volcano and rebuild both outside the area. So I'm assuming then we'll be coming round here, won't we? Round this way, like that. Okay. So let's remove these tracks then. We'll probably go up to there actually. And then we need tracks. And we need to come round here. Let's just do it to there, first of all. And we need to get a station in, no, let's just finish this off. So go to there. And we'll put our station in. Another terminus station should do it. That's the wrong one. Is it freight, this, isn't it? So cargo terminus station, that's what we want. And that one's whizzing round. Make sure it goes white. Just bring it back that way a little bit. Okay. And back to tracks. And we just need to join those two up.
The danger has been averted, and transport can be resumed. What's more, the volcano is showing signs of calming down again. Despite that, maybe relocating the route was still a wise move.
Okay, so we need to transport 30 coffee fruit again to the factory. So we need to go back to our trains. And they want... I wonder if is that route still there? That route should still be there, shouldn't it? Let's try it and see. So assign to that one. Nope. We've got right, okay, so obviously not then. Right, okay, so let's go to lines and let's delete that one. Oh, there's vehicles on the line. Well, that's weird. So there is a line, but there isn't a line. Which way do you want it? Unless I'm forgetting something here. So we've got that line there. We can't delete it because we've got trains on the line. Or do we create a new line first and then... Let's have a pink one then, so that we can differentiate. Let's do that. And then let's go to our vehicles and assign them to the pink one. And then we should be able to get rid of that one. And this one is now going to be train coffee. Okay, and we need to transport 30. So let's see how this goes then. So both trains are coming into the station. Have we got cargo on the... Yes, we have. We've got some coffee beans on the station. Or fruit, I should say. Brilliant. They're going on the way. And yeah, we've got a full load of 16. So that now should get to this stopping point. Oh, well, actually no, because the other one's stopping, isn't it? This one should go straight through, shouldn't it? Okay, so he should be going straight through, and then this one should be setting off. Yep, brilliant. So a couple of train loads should sort this out then, shouldn't it? And then that's that mission completed. Was there anything else? Oh yeah, there was that other... What was that other part? There was that sugar, wasn't there? So surely we're going to have to do something with this sugar. It wouldn't be there if we didn't have to do anything with it. There's nothing on the island. And I can't see anything else, so I would imagine there's just this part with the sugar and we should be done. So I love it how the signals work. Working really well. I did look at my first video actually I did on this. When I got actually onto the train, it seemed quite pixelated. Which I don't particularly know why that would be the case, but it's quite loud when you're down there, doesn't it? So I'm assuming he's got 16. Yes, he has got 16, so this should be it once he's delivered this lot. I can't get my words out today. So, right, okay. Well, that's steadily going up though, isn't it? 27... Ah, they'll have to be transported to the factory though, won't they?
Traffic is flowing full steam ahead. The plantation business is developing magnificently. In light of all this success, the incumbent governor is thinking of moving back to his Dutch homeland in good time. Thanks to your outstanding work, you have a good chance of inheriting his post.
Okay, so that looks like it's it. We've completed the mission. So the next one is going to be Chapter 1 Mission 3, isn't it? Chapter 1 Mission 3. That will be the next one. Thanks very much for watching, everybody, on today's video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. And click that notification bell and give the video a thumbs up. And it would be much appreciated. So we will see you on the next one. And that's it for today. So thanks for watching and bye for now.